Hello guys, Luffy here. Today I'll be updating my Horny Tank, and I must say this build is my masterpiece now. The tankiness, the sustain, the ultimate regeneration, it is just I think this is the best tank build I have ever made. I I, I pretty much did maybe 20 or more builds on every PTS, and this is just fucking insane. This must be the best build I have ever done. So let's get right into it. The build name stays as Horny Tank because I fucking love the name. Now, as you see, I'm a vampire now. Now, the first thing comes to mind is veteran DSA. It's gonna be scaled up to champion 160, and you're gonna say you are going to fucking die in the last stage. No, I'm not, because I'm a dumber, so fuck everything. uh, and it is definitely worth it because there's this passive called Undead. Oh my god. Now I'll just go through everything from start to end. I hope this won't be a long video, but we'll see. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is gear. Okay, I'm using 2 blood spawn, heavy infused headpiece with 3 stat enchant, sturdy heavy shoulders with stamina enchant. Okay, what does blood spawn does is it gives you stamina recovery, which is useless, but the second thing is very useful. It doesn't proc that much. It is a very low proc rate, but when it procs, it's like it. This set is made for this build. It just gives you 15 ultimate and increase your resist by shit ton. So yeah, blood spawn does that. When you get hit, there's a 6% chance to gain more than 6000 physical and spell resistance, and the important thing is it gives you ultimate. It has a 6-second cooldown, so you can't proc it again and again. So it won't proc anyway, so yeah. I'm using 5 pieces of Tava's Favor, heavy chest with infused 3 stat enchants, light waist sturdy with stamina enchant, heavy feet with sturdy stamina enchant, heavy legs with infused 3 stat enchant, and medium hands with sturdy stamina enchant. Okay, this set is just made for tanks who are horny. Like, if you want to use Warhorn a lot, you must use this set. It is just very good for ulti-gen tanks. It gives maximum health, stamina recovery, which is useless. Magic recovery is very useful as a DK tank. And the fifth piece is the important part. When you dodge an attack, you receive the blessing of Tava and gain 9 ultimate over 3 seconds. So what you get is, it says dodge, right? It doesn't say roll dodge. So when you use shuffle and you dodge something, it procs. You don't have to roll dodge. You can proc it with roll dodge as well. It's very useful. Like insane ultimate regeneration. Yeah. I have 2 rings of endurance. Both of them are robust and enchanted with shield play, which reduces cost of bash and blocking. I chose robust because I really like to play with very high maximum stamina and magicka. We will get to that. and I don't like playing with so much health because it's more challenging this way, and it if you can tank with low health, it grants you more sustain. So if you think you are comfortable, you can go robust. If you are not comfortable, you can just go healthy rings, and you will have much more than enough. So yeah, you will gain 2k maximum health with this. Anyways, you get my point. So the 2 piece gives you maximum health, which is a lot in this build, in this set, because it's a special set for maximum health and stamina recovery. As you see, the bonuses are much higher than a normal set. So yeah. My front bar is 2 agility, sword of agility with decisive trait, and crusher enchant on it. Let me just charge it. Yeah, you can use an infused sword, but this build is regenerating lots of ultimate with lots of resources. What I mean by resource is there's lots of way to generate ultimate, and not just repeating them all over again, repeating a few of them. It's just there are lots of ways to gain ultimate, so more ways to gain ultimate means more decisive procs. So it does proc not a lot, but it does proc, and it will increase your ultimate regeneration. It's definitely worth it. It's the next item I'm gonna be upgrading to legendary, so it's very cool. What does agility does is, let me just show you this as well. It's a infused shield of agility with stamina enchant on it. I'm gonna enchant my other shield with stamina as well, but not yet. The thing is, I upgraded this to legendary first because it's cheap to do so, and we have this champion point passive, which increases your shield armor. So yeah, the agility set gives you two. When you use 2 piece, it grants you lots of stamina. Like no other set gives you this much stamina with only 2 piece. This is the importance of agility. So maximum stamina means more block and more sustain through helping hands and battle roar. Yeah. And the important thing which makes this build very unique is Pax Choker, which is as known as Potentate set. As you see, I don't have any bonus from this, but when I go my off bar, it's 3 piece, like this. Yeah. I have a healthy. This is not by choice, by the way. There's only one necklace, and it's healthy. I enchanted with shield play, and I have a covenant shield, potentate shield. It only comes in impenetrable, but I'm not sure. Maybe in the next page, if it comes with infused, I will get infused. This is enchanted with health, but I will enchant it with stamina. And this thing is sword, potentate sword. It only comes in defending, and the enchant is just not important because we use this bar only to use our buffs and use Warhorn, nothing else. We won't be hanging out in this bar a lot, so it doesn't matter. Okay, this is the gear. As you see, I have very low resistance, but when I buff myself, I have 23k. With all legendary, you should go up to 26, and after 26, when you use Ransec, it gives you 1.3k resist, so you will hit 28 or 29, something like that, which is much more than enough. This build, as you see, I have 24k health. It is very low for most of the tanks, but the thing is, I tanked Veteran Sanctum Ophidia with this exact build. It is insane. You don't need maximum health that much, because if you are getting one shot, you are missing a mechanic, or your healers don't heal you. For example, the most troublesome I have is in Manticora. When most people don't block, I die from bleed. So if people block, I don't die. That's the thing. You don't get one shot from anything unless it's a mechanic. So you don't need maximum health that much. Just do whatever you want. Yeah, just if you have money, just upgrade your gear to legendary and you will see 28 or 29k physical resistance and 31k, maybe 32k spell resistance, which is more than enough. I don't have weapon critical, but I have some spell critical. I will explain this. I have 1147 magic recovery. It's very high for a DK build. My health recovery is very low, which is not necessary at all. I don't give a fuck about health recovery. It can be 0. I don't care. Stamina recovery is not useful either. I wish there was a way to turn stamina recovery into magic recovery, even for a short period of time. If there was a skill like that, I would use it. I don't know. Anyways, weapon damage, spell damage not important. Penetration is not important. Crit is not important. Just in case if you don't know, monsters, I mean in PvE, you don't get critical damage. So this is only applies to PvP. This is not important at all if you are playing only PvE. Yeah. Okay, the skills we are using are Ransack. I chose Ransack because people always use Elemental Drain on the targets. The thing is, Combat Prayer, healers use it to buff the DDs, not to buff the tank for more resistance. They only buff the DDs, so they can do more DPS. So I don't get the minor resolve all the time, but if I use this, I get the minor resolve. And as you see, I have very low resistance, so it just makes up a little bit. The second thing is Heroic Slash. You must use this. This is a very necessity. It helps your tankiness as well. The thing is, you can apply minor maim on the boss. The reason it says target is immune right here is because the bosses are immune to the movement speed reduction, not to the minor maim. Minor maim is applied to the target, and the main reason we are using this is minor heroism. It just gives you 6 ultimates over 9 seconds, so it's very useful. Like, you just hit it once, and after 9 seconds you will get 6 ultimates. It's very useful. The Igneous Shield is another ultimate regeneration tool. It also gives you a little bit of shield, so it's good. And also one other thing to do is when there's a projectile attack on you, which is spell damage, you can use this and use Absorb Magic, which I'm gonna tell in a second. It buffs the healing from Absorb Magic. So yeah, it's very good combination. This is the only healing I have, by the way. Oh yeah, also this one. Now, this is the reason what you are watching now is the best ultimate regeneration tank. This shit is insane. just read the fucking thing, okay? Consume an enemy's life force, dealing whatever magic damage. We don't care about the damage. Restoring 25 of your missing health. Restoring 25 of your missing health. You can spam this shit in pledges. You will not die. You let healer do the damage and you heal yourself with this. It is fucking insane. And the main thing, I I just became vampire only for this. Generate 5 ultimates every 1 second for 3 seconds. So I want you to be careful here. It is a channel skill. So if there's a heavy attack that you need to block, that you must block, you can just block, cancel the channel with block. Okay, you must do this very carefully. In trials, for example, when you are attacking serpent, when he goes to poison, you just don't stand there and buff yourself or some shit. You just spam this and you get insane ultimate. Okay, this is very good. I mean, this is the best ultimate regeneration tank in ESO. It's just insane. I don't know what else can regenerate more ultimate. Anyways, you must use this. This is very useful. And the fifth skill is absorb magic. This gives us tankiness as well. Most people don't care about that, but it increases your block mitigation. What it does is like when you cast it, it gives you a damage shield, half of your health. So for me, it's 12k magic shield. If there's a projectile that hits for more than this, it is a mechanic that you should roll dodge or block. But you still can absorb the damage and heal yourself, at least some of it. The rest of the damage will still hit you, but the healing will take care of it. Don't worry. The other morph is not necessary because I know that I didn't complete it yet, but in the last boss of Veteran Cache, I know that tanks are using Absorb Magic to survive the Kamehameha shit. So I'm using that. I know that it will be very helpful. It is helpful in certain situations. The other morph is just useless in my opinion. And this thing is this is just giving you immortality. Some mechanics you can't get rid of, but most of the time I just use this for saving myself if the healer is dead or not healing me because I'm out of range, or healer is not didn't see my health or something like that. I just use this when I know I am going to die. Okay, I just wait to the last second, like I wait for my health to go to 30% and I use this. But I only use it if I'm going to, if I know I am going to die. Nowhere else. Okay, this is just the emergency button, nothing else. Don't use it all the time. And also we get resources for using ultimates because Battle Roar. Yeah. Okay, second bar. I'm using Shuffle. It procs Tava's favor and gives you tankiness. It is just solid 20% tankiness because you dodge every one of each 5 attack, right? It is just I think it's a must for tank. It is very useful. I think you must use it. It is essential. Second skill is Unrelenting Grip. This is very useful for gathering the mobs together and letting the DD kill them faster. This is a very good skill. Every DK tank must use this, just because DK is the best at CC, crowd control. So you must get the most of it, right? Third skill, this is essential again. This is a range taunt. You must have this. There's no other exception. Just there will be times that you must taunt from range. There's no other option. You must taunt from range, and this thing I use this only to taunt, not for the damage, not for the synergy. I didn't even morph it, as you see. The morph still remains because it's just not worth it. Just don't use the stamina morph because we have stamina taunt, and if you won't be with this build, but if you run out of stamina, you can use a magic taunt for emergency or something like that. Okay, the fourth skill is choking talons. This is very good for your tank and DPS and healer, for your all group. For example, in the first encounter in Veteran Sanctum, you know, the lots of ads are coming, and we stack together and chain them in. And what I do is I chain them, and I also apply choking talons, because choking talons gives the enemy minor maim, reducing their damage by 15%. So it gives my team survival, right? It helps a lot, and it also deals some damage and also roots, so you can use it to make some enemies stuck on their ground, so you can damage them better. So yeah, it really helps. I think it's essential for a DK tank. Fifth skill is volatile armor. You can use the other morph, but the other morph's shield is very weak. Just don't use it. Yeah, just even with this little damage, you are just more useful to the team. I don't know, it's just useless, the other morph. Okay, what this does is it gives you major resist buffs. That's it. And it costs magicka, so it doesn't hurt your stamina. It's very good. And the main ultimate we are using is aggressive horn, which is located under in assault here. What it does is it boosts all of your teammates' magicka, health, and stamina by 10%. But that is not the main reason we are using this. We are using this to buff the DPS. You and your allies also gain major force, increasing your critical strike damage by 30% for 9.5 seconds. So what you do with this is, when you want to burst something, you just use this and the DPS will do shit ton of damage. So it will increase their DPS by a lot. Since critical is really important for a DPS build, most of them runs with 70% at least. So it will just increase their DPS by a lot. Trust that. It is very useful and essential for trials. Okay, these are the skills. Did I mention anything else? Oh, I'm a vampire now. I also, there's this thing that new players asking all the time: the passives. Which passives should I take? Dude, you must take all the class passives. Okay. You must take one and shield passives, all of them. You must take these light armor passives. Not agility, but not sneak also, but this, and this. and also all heavy armor passives, and all vampire passives. If you don't want to bite someone, just don't give this one. Leisure domain doesn't matter. Fighter's guild, I think you should use this one, and also maybe this one. Yeah, not this one. Yeah, this one. I'm sorry. This one will give you ultimate as well when you kill something. So yeah. Mage's guild, it doesn't matter. I don't use any Mage's guild skills. Undaunted passives, they're essential. It is a must to use them. Alliance War, doesn't matter. They're just for PP. And I'm a dumber. I didn't say it. Maybe I said in the beginning. The dumber, I like dumber very much, because dumber, in my opinion, maybe I say it because I don't have the Imperial Edition. I don't know, but I really like going with high Magicka. Not with 30k or something, just more than 15k. I really like having a huge Magicka pool, and Dark Elf gives me 9%, 6 from here and 3 from here. And also flame resistance, maximum stamina as well. So I don't care about maximum health. I only care about tankiness, sustain, and crowd control. So Dunmer is the perfect race for me. I got very used to playing as a Dunmer. Maybe that's why. Maybe Dunmer sucks. I don't care. I'll just continue playing as a Dunmer when the race change comes. The next passive you should take is medicinal use. Other than that, you don't need any passive. Did I mention anything else? The potions I'm using is dropped stamina potions, and some occasions I use magical potions. That's it. And for only emergencies where I know I'm going to die, I use sometimes this and sometimes this. Depends on the situation. I'm using Atomic Mundus for more magical recovery. As you see, I have shitloads of magical recovery. By the way, my stats are 17.5k Magica, 24.1k health, 33.7 stamina. Saying again, I tanked Veteran Sanctum with this much health. The off tank was using Ebon set, so it's 25 with Ebon. When we use Warhorn, it goes up to 27, which is much more than you need. Yeah. And also be sure to get your vampirism to stage 4. When you use this on a random enemy, it will just drop the cooldown and you get to stage 4 faster. I became a vampire and I was stage 4 in 5 minutes. I just spam this on weak mobs. That's it. Yeah, the next thing is champion points. Nothing here, not important. 87 hardy and 80 elemental defender for certain situations. If you want to go min-max, you can go full hardy on Veteran Sanctum, and I don't know, maybe go more elemental defender on the last stage of DSA. I don't know. I just make this hybrid thing. It works. You can spend some Tixican. That's a very good passive as well. But I like going like this. Anyways, doesn't matter. Nothing here. You can use some expert defender, only 1 point, because the bosses, they do light and heavy attacks. So yeah, quick recovery you don't need that much because healers are over healing most of the time. So okay, I have 70 warlords, 22 magician, and 75 arcanist. The thing you need is, what I would do is 70 warlord, 30 arcanist, and rest of them goes to magician. But I do this because I want this passive. Reduce gathering time by 50%. What you need here is Synergizer. When you use a synergy, you get 2 ultimate, that's it. You only need this 30 points into Arcanist and rest of time goes to Magician. If you want to full effect, full sustain, I mean. No points into Shadow Ward, not necessary. Okay, 100 into Blessed. This is helpful, believe me. It increases your healing with Battle Roar. It increases your healing with Vigor, Dragon Blood, Absorb Magic. When you combine it with Major Mending from Ignis Shield, it becomes much more powerful. It is just very good. Yeah, and the rest of time goes to Elfborn just because of the I sometimes use Dragon Blood for extra healing taken, so that's why. Yeah, just to increase the heal of Dragon Blood if it crits. Nothing here, nothing here. That's it. Okay, just gonna check if I missed something. I use 3-stat food, by the way, this one. And did I miss something else? I don't think so. Just quick check. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, it should be enough. I am poor as fuck, so if you have money, just upgrade your gear to legendary. Like you see that I have gold for some pieces, but like I'm just waiting for prices to drop down a bit because it is 10k tempering alloy now, so I don't want to waste that much money. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this build because I really do the ultimate regeneration. You don't understand the difference until you use this. It is just fucking insane. Like, oh my god. The ultimate regeneration. I once did, I used Warhorn, and just after it finished, I used it again. It was like 5 seconds. I regenerate enough ultimate in 35 seconds to use Warhorn. It is fucking insane. You just must use this and keep heroic slash up all the time. And I use Ignis Shield ultimate regeneration only for times when I can't use this. Like the boss is hitting very hard and you must block, and I use this for more ultimate regeneration. Here, show you Mountain Blessing. If you are in combat, you also gain 3 ultimate when activating a Earthen Art ability, so it only occurs every 6 seconds. So you see this Major Mending, it lasts for 6 seconds. When I use this, it shows up here. When it is finished, I use it again to get 3 ultimate. It only happens in combat, so I can't show you now, but it works. Believe me, it is worth using if you must block. If you are not blocking and you don't need to block, you just go drain. Don't be afraid of taking damage because drain will heal you as well. So yeah. Okay guys, that's it. If you have any questions, just ask in comments or whatever. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this build. Take care.